if we can use the swap fund, we can replace the money back in justice court through the swap fund money.
We can make that motion if it's passes, then that can be part of that.
So moved, Mr. President.
It's been moved. Is there a second? I'll make the second that if the money can be used from the swap fund without any problem or any penalties, that we do that. All those in favor of?
Yes.
Opposed to?
No.
Motion passes. Okay, we will use the swap fund money if we can't use the other on that particular issue. All right, now we are finished with this
one more
issue. Okay,
I
go ahead.
received a request from the Robinson Watson Milk Company to purchase an ad for advertising, and it is an economic development project where we advertise Hinds County, and I'm requesting that we take out an ad with the gold sponsorship of the $1,000.
Okay, what is, I have no idea what you're talking about now. What issue is that?
Miss Robinson is here. She can come forward and explain. There is a statute that allows us to
I'll do real quick. Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Robinson Watson Book Company has existed.
Okay, just state your name, please.
Oh, sorry, Carol Robinson.
Okay.
Has existed for about 30 years. And we have an honors program for the last 24 years and a phone minority directory for 30 years. I sent a request to involve Hinds County with our next program, which is June 27th. And that's what the request is about. At that time, we honor area people, businesses, companies, and other people that have helped pave the way for minority businesses and companies here in our Tri-County and in the Hinds County area. And that's what it's about. Basically, it's a program booklet, and it's a great community affair. We want to participate as much as possible.
Mr. President.
Okay. Mr. Stokes.
Mr. President, if leader don't say anything wrong by not being on the agenda and those things, I want to say that I've been to their programs. One of the only organization that showed minority businesses, their director was one, and Ms. Robinson and
Shirley Watson.
Ms. Watson, a lot of people don't want to give the credit. She was one of the first ones to run for municipal office in this city. She was the one who laid the way to get the Senior Citizen Center over at Reverend Buckland Church. She was with the Department of Agriculture, and I know that. I don't mind. If legal say everything legal, I hope we can make the motion now and with legal check to make sure that we meet all the legal requirements so that we're not doing anything illegal. So I second the motion made by Supervisor Scott Hood.
Okay, it's been moved and properly second. Additional discussion?
Yes, sir. Statutes do permit counties to sponsor certain programs, events to further purposes of the county.
So it's no problem.
As we've done recently.
Section 17.
It's no problem with making sure that we have, because I want to make sure that this also goes through with events, because there's several supervisors that have events that are coming up, and I just want to make sure that that does cover that particular statute.
The statute's fine. In terms of 17-3-1 and 17-3-3.
Okay, thank you very much.
Anything else is really just a budgeting matter.
Okay, it's been,
Mr. President, before we carry, I was hoping in the future, because it makes no sense that Hinds County not because of the city and other people are, that we'll have a line item just for things like this to make sure that people come to for ads and those kind of things. And Hinds County needs to have some kind of presence. Thank you, Mr. President.
it's been moved and properly second. All those in favor of?
Yes.
Opposed to? Motion passes. Thank you very much. We will
Now, what's
continue
going to be,
with
Ms. Robinson? You know they tell
He said, I'm sorry, sorry.
Again at the Event Center on what day?
Thursday, June 27th,
Now, who gonna be your speaker this
7
year?
o'clock. Clara Reed from Belzoni.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Making gooder and gooder.
It's been moved, and everything is passed regarding this particular issue. We'll now go to Supervisor Bill Fisher, District 4.
I got on the agenda, we're talking about appointment for District 2 Supervisor. You know, the last meeting, we delayed that until this meeting, in order to give a chance for the advertisements to run in the Mississippi Lane and Jackson Advocate. Have we had any additional submissions since May 6th, or since May, whatever it was, May 20th?
Yes, sir. We have had additionals after the May 20th date. I estimate, I'm sorry, I don't have the exact number, approximately about 4 or 5 additionals. Applicants, so
Have those
resumes.
been sent out to everybody?
Yes, sir, we have. I'm hesitating because I'm trying to remember. Yes, as they came in, we were sending them out to you all. Yes,
Okay. So they've been sent out, so everybody has them. Is
yes.
that correct, what's been sent out?
Well, I can verify. It might be 1 or 2 that might have come in. I'll verify. I don't want to say yes, and that's not the case. We may have one that might be waiting. Just
Yeah, because what I'd like to do is, I'm thinking ahead until 5 o'clock today, to be perfectly fair with everything that we're doing. And then I would like to ask the president of the board to consider calling a special meeting after 5 o'clock today so that we can look at the possibility of appointing somebody in the second district seat. I think it would be, looking at the logic of it, the motion aside, and unfairness of the second district aside, since we do have until this day to get them in, and this day doesn't end until the close of business, that we should give it to the close of business.
sure.
I also think that we should be ready to move forward at that time with a special meeting of some type, and not wait until, for 2 more weeks, so that that next person can take office at the next meeting versus, waiting until July. So that's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, now,
Did we advertise it in the article?
No, sir. It was not approved in the last board meeting.
That's what I thought. So, I move now that we advertise it in the Jackson Avenue. And I think the Mississippi Lane.
it's been moved that we advertise in the Jackson Advocate and the Mississippi Link. It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor of?
Yes?
Opposed to?
No.
Motion passes. Okay? We'll now continue on. We've gone through, we'll go to the Honorable Mr. Kenny Stokes.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, if you allow me, I want to start with Father's Day first.